shooting us from space. Whoa. Anyway, welcome back. With all the talk we've been giving to video games lately in light of E3, we thought it was time to shine the light on a more traditional method of gaming.
Gambling?
No, toys.
Oh, right. But this is a toy with a twist. As you'll see, combining a plastic gun with smartphone technology has created a whole new take on the first-person shooter.
And that's no gamble.
I love this idea of bringing, the gamer outside of just sitting in, on a couch or in a computer chair playing with their friends online. Where did the idea come from?
I think we've been in the kids' entertainment space for a long time, and one of the challenges that we've seen in making toys is that we've been competing up against video games. I mean, take a look at a typical toy launch, take a look at a typical video game launch, and look at the dollars that are being spent in video games. So it's always been aspirational for us as a toy company to be able to find ways to converge those two worlds, to be able to bring the physical and the digital together. So we've been waiting for the opportunity, and basically with the proliferation of smart devices around the globe, it was the perfect opportunity for us to say, hey, let's create a plaything that can be enhanced digitally with a smart device to create that interconnectivity of a video game.
And turning to Kickstarter to help launch the project proved more valuable than just the funding.
For us, it's proof of concept. For us to be able to go out and to engage a potential fan base and say, hey, here's our idea, tell us if you think it's great or if you think it sucks. We want to know either way. So it allows us to be able to take our energy and our dollars and channel them in the right direction.
And adding a smartphone to your blaster so it feels like you're in a first-person shooter, well, that just blew me away.
When you introduce a smartphone, which is completely optional, by the way, but when you do introduce the smartphone, it gives you the same sort of features that you would have in a first-person shooter type game, such as ammo counter, such as walkie-talkies, GPS connectivity, so that you can track your team and where you are relative to each other on the field, as well as playing a game like Capture the Flag. Scan the flag, and everyone instantly knows who's won the game.
Wicked. So how many people can be playing in a big game of Tek Recon?
Well, we haven't tested out the maximum capacity, but the ideal is that it's limitless.
Really?
At the beginning of the game, you would enter the number of players that you want in that game. But at this point in time, there is no limit, as far as we know, to how many players can play in a game of Tek Recon.
That is amazing. Okay, I am super excited. I gotta play it. Can I play?
I think you might be able to. I gotta warn you in advance.
Yeah.
We brought in one of the deadliest warriors for you to compete with.
All right, well, let's bring it on. Morgan?
This will be fun.
No, it won't.
AJ actually shot it in my ponytail. Truce, AJ?
Yeah, deal.
So it's like an MMORPG, kind of without the O, without the online. Or are you online? Explain to me having your mobile device. Is it linked with other people, or is it just basically a view file, like a site?
It is linked with the other players in your game locally, and it in fact has a radar on it, so you can track where your teammates are relative to your own position.
That's cool.
It will upload your stats to the internet as well, so if you've been playing lots of games, you could potentially be at the top of the leaderboards, in an online, worldwide type environment, so you can see how you stack up against players in Australia, Europe, or wherever else people are playing.
So did having the device add an extra element?
It was so neat. I mean, I don't play first-person shooter video games, but for me to have that on there, I felt really like I was a part of this game. I wanted to play it for hours. Just being able to see AJ up close. I got to see my target
shot me up
right in the middle.
Yeah.
I did. It was really fun.
You
I was
got
like,
better aim.
I think my gun's still pow, pow, pow.
Especially when I wasn't even paying attention. She shot me in the butt a lot.
I
always say,
you shot
Morgan,
me in my ponytail.
That was accidental.
At least I'm getting it outside of the studio.
Exactly.
Right? So I can be nice inside the studio.
That's all the time we got.